Again, it's the annual EHAS Top 25 for the 2011 football season. This is segment 4, teams ranked 6 through 10. Starting with number 10, the Nebraska Cornhuskers from the Big Ten Conference. It'll be interesting to see how Nebraska adjusts to life in the Big Ten. Coach Bo Pelini has said Nebraska won't try anything cute, just stick to the basics. Nebraska does have a very potent ground attack that can hit you from various formations, whether it's in the I formation or the spread read option attack. They can get plenty of yards on the ground. Taylor Martinez must play more consistent. He started the 2010 season very hot, but after his injury, the offense was very inconsistent and couldn't hit their rhythm. Even when he returned, it seemed that the ankle was still bothering him. Taylor Martinez hasn't been overly impressive during spring ball, and backup quarterback Brian Carnes is hot on his heels, so Martinez must step up his game if he wants to keep his position. The Huskers enter the Big Ten with probably the best defense in the conference. The Black Shirts are hot and ready to go and take on any rushing attack the Big Ten has to offer. Their defense is led by star defensive end Jared Crick and cornerback Alfonso Denard, who looks to shine. The Huskers are also very excited about incoming freshman Jamal Turner, who is a pure gifted athlete and wowed all their fans at the spring game. He looks to be the next big household name for Husker fans. Number 9, the Arkansas Razorbacks from the Southeastern Conference. Arkansas lost quarterback Ryan Mallett early to the NFL draft, but they are confident in backup quarterback Tyler Wilson, and Wilson has proved he has what it takes to win. During his limited playing time in 2010 when Mallett went down, he showed good arm strength and good accuracy. He also has the benefit of having the deepest and best wide receiver core in the nation, led by Greg Childs, Jarius Wright, and Joe Adams. He also has explosive running back Niles Davis in the backfield to take pressure off the passing game and a reliable target out of the backfield. The Arkansas defense is fast and they do a good job disguising their blitzes, but they must become more physical. They were completely outmuscled in the Sugar Bowl by Ohio State. They have a big rematch against Texas A&M on a neutral site in Dallas. The SEC West is going to be stacked, but Arkansas is a dark horse favorite to win the conference. Number 8, the Texas A&M Aggies from the Big 12 Conference. When Ryan Tannehill moved from wide receiver and replaced Rod Johnson at quarterback, he put new life into the Aggies, making the offense extremely efficient and potent on all levels. The Aggies returned 9 starters on offense, including quarterback Ryan Tannehill with a full offseason under his belt as the true number 1 quarterback, both freshman offensive tackles, versatile running back Cyrus Gray, and big-time wide receiver Jeff Fuller. Tannehill, Gray, and Fuller make up the most explosive quarterback, running back, wide receiver trio in the nation. The defense will be without star linebacker Von Miller, and they won't be able to find a player to replace Miller and what he did on the field. But the offense may have enough firepower to keep the Aggies in the Big 12 title race. Number 7, the Stanford Cardinal from the Pac-12 Conference. Jim Harbaugh has gone to the NFL, but offensive coordinator David Shaw takes over as head coach, so the system should be the same for Luck to shine. Even though they only have 5 offensive starters returning, Andrew Luck has all the tools and ability to lead the Stanford offense and make them potent once again. He is the most polished college quarterback in the past 10 plus years. His mechanics are flawless, his delivery, his intangibles. He's a true leader, and he's a surefire number 1 pick in next year's NFL draft. The Cardinal defense was a pleasant surprise in 2010. They really stepped up and complemented the high-powered Stanford offense well. That unit only returned 6 starters, but it's clear that Stanford plays the best team ball of any program in the nation. So look for Stanford to compete with Oregon and Arizona State for a Pac-12 title. Number 6, the Florida State Seminoles from the Atlantic Coast Conference. Florida State looks to return strong in 2011, with 8 starters on defense and 8 starters on offense returning. They are without quarterback Christian Ponder, but E.J. Manuel earned valuable playing time last year, and is well capable of leading Florida State to an ACC title and a BCS berth. Manuel is a very athletic quarterback and can make plays with his feet if the pocket breakdowns or nothing's open down the field. They landed the #1 overall recruiting class in 2011, full of amazing athletes who look to contribute right away, including defensive tackle Tim Jernigan and safety Carlos Williams. Florida State's defense is fast and is headlined by one of the top pass rushers in the nation, defensive end Brandon Jenkins, who has an extremely quick first step and can get into the backfield fast. Florida State had a decent year in 2010, but played very inconsistently throughout the year. Had they played consistently and up to their potential, they could have done a lot more. They did end 2010 on a high note with a quality bowl win over the SEC runner-up South Carolina. Look for Florida State to build on that momentum, use their extremely talented recruiting class and their speed to get them atop the ACC and prove to the nation that they belong in the elite teams. To recap, we have number 10 Nebraska, number 9 Arkansas, number 8 Texas A&M, number 7 Stanford, and number 6 Florida State. Next up, in the 5th and final segment, we'll be talking about the top 5 teams in the nation, according to me.